Hey everyone, I'm Jenny Cleary and I'm your transformational nutrition coach. And today I wanted to talk about juicing and the difference between buying juices in the store versus making it yourself. And as I bet you can imagine, there's a huge difference, but maybe you don't realize certain things. And I wanted to shine some light on these major differences and to really save your money. Yes, save money. So I know you want to listen now. So just a really quick background. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm currently doing a colon cleanse. And on this colon cleanse, you actually need to go on a juice fast because the toxin absorber, what it's called, is through blessed herbs that you take. It needs to be there needs to be no food in your stomach. So that's hence why you need to go on a juice cleanse throughout this process. Anyways, so I've typically have been making my own juice during this process, but for 2 days I was going to be on the road. I'm not going to really have access to my juicer, and I didn't want to juice it, and then I didn't have a means to keep it fresh and on ice and stuff like that. So I decided to go the easy route, which is fine to do every once in a while, and just buy something from the store. So I wanted to share with you my process that if you are going to buy juice from the store, what to kind of look for, tips for that, but then also why maybe you shouldn't buy the ones in the store and just buy juice yourself or go to a local juice bar that makes it fresh for you. So this is the one that I ended up deciding to buy at my local store. It's R.W. Knudsen, and the reason why the few tips that you guys want to look for is I was specifically getting apple juice. So I definitely wanted organic for apples, which is huge. Another thing to look for is you want it to be 100% juice, not from concentrate. That's really bad. So try to get something that is 100% juice. That's like my first number one thing, is not to get concentrated juice. And of course, no sugar added as well. The next thing that I look for is I go to the back of the nutrition label. And as you can see really badly, it says juice from ripe, whole, organic apples. Yes, that's really amazing. Thing that's not so cool is they did add ascorbic acid to maintain color. Like, I give a crap about color, so that wasn't so ideal, but that's not as bad as maybe some others that add a way more bunch into it, okay? And I did love that in their ingredients that they said that they juice from ripe apples. I don't know how much of that is actual legitimate or what their definition of ripe is, but typically a lot of places don't pick from ripe fruits. And yeah, so you remember the reason why you want it from ripe fruits is that there's way more nutrients in that. So you want to get it as ripe as possible. So the other thing that sucks, but this is the main issue that most juices will have, that's pretty much impossible to find at a typical grocery store, is all of your juices will be pasteurized for your safety. Another bullcrap. All lies. Anyways, it's for my health. No, it's not. Anyways. So this is what I ended up getting, and for 2 days I lived off of this juice, and I really felt a difference, and it was crazy. So I really felt malnourished. I felt like I needed to drink more juice than I normally do drink, and I still felt malnourished. Like, I just didn't have as much energy. I felt just really hungry as well. And I wasn't like weak or anything like that. I just really did feel a difference. And it was just crazy. I couldn't believe it. And it's because of it being pasteurized. All juice that you're going to get in the store is pasteurized. Oh, I forgot one more tip, is I liked that it was in glass. So if possible, get glass instead of plastic. So those are the 3 tips. Remember, not from concentrate, no sugar added, if possible, no preservatives or anything like that, if possible. and glass, which is not as huge for some people, but if possible, get glass. And I would say not get pasteurized, but it's really, really hard to find a store-bought juice that isn't pasteurized. Pretty much all of them are. So those are what you want to look for, and organic, of course, if possible, okay? So the reason with the pasteurization is that when you pasteurize things, you lose all the amazing nutrients that are in it and vitamins and stuff like that. And it's just not as much of a power superfood for you or super drink for you anymore when it's been pasteurized. And like I was saying, in stores, pretty much all of them are. Even things like Suja, which is a huge one, or Naked, which is another really popular juice brand that you can buy in stores. And let me tell you, okay, this is organic, pretty freaking amazing. This is 3 quarts, and this was $10. This is huge, with a nice big glass bottle that you can reuse again too. Suja, which is like in plastic, is either like $8. I think it used to be 10, and now it went down in prices because they're like mass producing that crap like crazy. But they also pasteurize their stuff. They use a different term though. They call it HPP. And they're like, oh, well, because we do HPP, like it's not as bad and da-da-da, this, and that. And no, like it still takes away the vitamins and everything like that. They try to tout it as being better, but pasteurization is still pasteurization. You're losing that kind of stuff. I don't care if you find a different process. Maybe it's slightly better because supposedly it's going through this cold process of pasteurization or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of making that up. But either way, it's pasteurized, and I can totally tell the difference. So I was trying really hard to look high and low to see if any of those drinks of juices in the superstore, the ones that are really small in like the 12-ounce cups or whatever, and all of them do. And it's really hard because I remember I found one juice in the store and I thought maybe it wasn't pasteurized because I couldn't really read anywhere on the label. And finally it said in the ingredients that it was pasteurized. So it's going to be pasteurized. So that's my whole point for you guys. It's okay to buy this stuff every once in a blue moon and drink it, if you're in a pinch or whatever, but I would really, really, really not have you guys drink this every single day as your main cause to get nutrients, because I did that for 2 days, just 2 days alone. Granted, I was like living off of it because that's all I was drinking, but I think that's even a better like research study that I did on myself, because days before that and even today when I'm going back onto my own personal juice, like I feel a whole much big difference. It's crazy. Like I feel so much way more energized now. I actually feel nourished. It's insane. So it's all about quality. So I think a lot of times people kind of forget this and forget sometimes the processes that happen and how that really does make the quality for it. And so this is okay to drink, even Suja, Naked, have it every once in a while, but I know people who drink those juices every single day and even multiple times throughout the day. They do a juice fast, based off of those juices, and they've been pasteurized, and then they wonder why they're not feeling so great. And it's because you're not getting all of your nutrients. It's been pasteurized. Those benefits that were in the juice are gone now because it's been pasteurized. So I'm really against pasteurization, but I'm not so strict that I'm like, don't ever drink any juice that's like that. I get it. I was in that pinch and I was like, look, I don't have that option right now. This is at that moment the best of my worst case scenario, right? So sometimes you just have to pick the best of the worst, right? And then when you're in a better situation, then you can pick the best of the best, right? But it's okay to pick the best of the worst, but just know what you're going into. You really aren't getting as many nutrients as possible. So if you have the choice and can pick try to juice yourself or go to a juice bar. You know, like Whole Foods has a juice bar. There's a lot of independent stores that are popping up that are just juices, and they make them fresh as soon as you order it, or they make them that day, or I know some places who make them daily. I found a juice bar that was really cool, and they freeze it after it's been a day, and then they offer those ones for 50% off, even though they're pretty much kind of the same because they freeze them immediately after the day, because typically juices are good for a couple days afterwards. Obviously, the best is right after it's been juiced, but hey, if it's been juiced like earlier that day and you have it that evening, even better. 2 or 3 days afterwards, that's fine. That's better than none. And of course, the worst case scenario in my book is pasteurize, you know, and then like concentrate. So, you know, just taking those baby steps, picking the best of the worst case scenario that you're in. But if you can, try to avoid the pasteurization. Try to find those juice bars. Even though I prefer you to drink organic, I would rather have conventional juice that's been freshly pressed and made for me from the juice bar, and pick that. If it's not organic, that's totally fine. Then get an organic pasteurized juice. It's just not worth it for me. So, or you can go flip it the other way. It doesn't really matter. It honestly doesn't. That's just my preference. I really do believe in just the freshly made, no pasteurized route. And just wanted to shine some light for you guys on that, because maybe you guys aren't really aware. Maybe you don't know what HPP is. It's another term for pasteurization. Don't let them try to like confuse you with their marketing stuff that it's not, and it's better and it's healthy. I mean, it's still healthy compared to soda, yeah, but compared to juices, it's still diminishing a lot of the essential nutrients that are in juices. So I just really wanted to shine light on that, give you guys some knowledge on that if you did not know, and give you some tips if you were in the store, what to look for, try to strive for, and hopefully get baby steps closer to picking the best of the best instead of the best of the worst, okay? So there you have it. I would love to hear from you in the comments below what you kind of look for. What are some of your favorite brands? Even though this is not the best of the best, it's still my best option when I went to the particular store that I was at. So what are some brands that you kind of like to go to? Maybe it's not the best, but you know, it's what you can do for right now, and just share your whole journey with the community down in the comments below. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Also, please share and let other people know about what pasteurization does to your juices and how to really look for that and to really go to juice bars instead. Also, if you need to, please subscribe above to my channel to learn more about things like this and how to get fulfilled in life through mind, body, and spirit. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can check me out on jennycleary.net and click on the Let's Chat button. We can figure out if we're a good fit together. Also, last but not least, I love to tell you guys that I love you guys. You guys are so amazing. You guys are superstars. And a lot of times we are so hard on ourselves. We're so rude. We're so mean. And I just want you to pause a bit and just say, like, I'm badass. I'm really cool. I'm really awesome. I'm a superstar. I want you to do that because you really are. And just to remember that. All right, so take care. Talk to you guys next time. If you have any questions, oops, I forgot. If you have any questions, down below, or email me at jennycleary.net. Connect at jennycleary.net. Bye.